Welcome back to Better Pet Parents. We hope everybody's having a great day and we appreciate you being here with us. So, for anybody who tunes into our weekly discussions, you know that I am all about talking about being prepared in your pet's life. I don't think that we can ever talk about that enough. I think that the better pet parents out there are always finding ways to be the most proactive they can be in their pet's life. So, I'm going to take it a step further again this week and talk about another way to be prepared for your pet. Um, and I just want to say ahead of time, I don't mean for this to be a dark subject matter, but I do think that this is an important thing for all of the pet parents out there to consider. So it's no secret that the parents of children think ahead of time about who they would want to watch their children if something were to happen to them. And I would say that this week that this is something that would be a good thing for pet parents to consider too. Life is full of unexpected twists and turns, and we never know what might happen. And so I encourage everybody to give this at least some thought about your pet's welfare, about where you would want your pet to go, who you would want to be responsible for your pet if something were to happen to you, or if you weren't ever able to provide that care. It never hurts to be prepared. As someone who has worked professionally with animals and seen a lot of circumstances over the years, I've seen situations where something might happen to the client, and then that client's friends and family members are very scattered and don't know what to do with that person's animal in that situation. And it can become a very disorganized, stressful thing for that animal when unexpected things happen to the client. And that can be a very sad situation for the animal involved. And then I've seen other situations where a client prepared ahead of time about, hey, who would I want to be responsible for my animal if something were to happen to me? And then it did. And I've seen situations where the person who took responsibility for that animal after the fact not only knew what to do, what the owner would want for that animal throughout its life, but had even been left with a fund to take care of the animal's health care for that person who had assumed guardianship for them. So I'm just saying, you never know what might happen. And I would like to just put this thought in everybody's mind to consider this for your own animals, because you never know what might happen. And in the event that something unfortunate does happen to you, who would you want to take care of your animal? And I encourage you all to think about any measures you can put in place to make sure that that would be a smooth transition for your animal in an uncomfortable situation. Anything you can do to make that a better situation for them if that ever does occur. And of course, making sure that you have conversations with the person that you would want to assume guardianship, saying, hey, would you want to take on this responsibility if something were to ever happen to me? Because it does matter. And these types of situations do happen in life. And it's only the better pet parents out there that would think about a subject matter like this. And it's a good thing that they do. Hopefully it's something that you never need to have in place, but in the event that you do, make sure that your pet's welfare is being looked after and that your pet's best interest is always had by the person who assumes guardianship. So I encourage everybody to give this some thought this week. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see you next week for another discussion.